In the year 1980, a maniac Latin disciple and an imperial gangster created a new governing body for the Latin folks which would govern all Hispanic folk alliance gangs. Maniac Latin disciple Victor King Vic Gomez and imperial gangster Ronnie Mad Dog Carrasquillo created this concept that they called Spanish Gangster Disciple. This was not a gang but instead a governing body for Latin folks and some new organizations that were just brought into the folk alliance. The Harrison Gents, Two Boys, Latin Lovers, Latin Jivers, Milwaukee Kings, Orchestra Albany were new additions to SGD in 1980. This is the story of how the folk alliance expanded in prison. Then a year later folk and people concepts ended up on the streets, and that's when the Spanish Gangster Disciple Gang ended up at the intersection of 87th and Houston on Chicago's South Side. At some point, Laureano Shaky Ramos, who was the Milwaukee King leader and founder, saved the leader of the Black Gangster Disciples Larry Hoover's life in prison, which got him much respect with the folks. King Vic had been the head of SGD since he helped create it, but now Larry Hoover placed Shaky in charge of SGD. Larry Hoover had governing power over the SGDs due to them being sponsored by the BGDs and being given permission to create this organization. Shaky was said to be a brutal and feared ruler until he was released from prison. In the year 1989, SGD was now fully backed and supported by the Chicago outfit as business opportunity could arise out of folk unity for the mafia. The Latin disciples sat at the head of La Tabla by now, and this allowed them to try to dominate other folk gangs like the Spanish Cobras. When gangs filed a grievance with SGD about the Latin disciples, it would get shot down. Over time, many gang disputes were not worked out on La Tabla, which led to hate and bitter feelings that escalated into war.